I'm Father James Pratt, rector of St. Philip's Church in Montreal West. The parish was founded in 1891. We've been in this building since 1929. St. Philip's started out as like many parishes, as a neighborhood church. In the 1950s, we became very well known for our music program, and now about half our membership is drawn from the local community and half come from elsewhere in the Montreal area. When we ask people why they continue to be members of St. Philip's, that's the liturgy and the music are the one thing that really stands out in their replies. A couple of years ago, we started looking at how we can be better at ministering to and reaching out to the community, our neighboring community. And one thing we have, perhaps our greatest asset, is our land. We have the largest piece of privately owned, undeveloped land in Montreal West, of the western part of Notre-Dame-de-Grâce. So we started thinking about how can we use that as an asset for ministry, and not just sell it off for a whole lot of money and build condos there. And we decided that maybe we could beautify the grounds by building a garden, and also looking at turning it into a more ecological landscape than just a sterile patch of grass, and address climate issues and address food insecurity issues in our neighborhood. We hooked up with a group in NDG called Incredible Edibles, which is part of a worldwide movement, and the idea of making a community garden which is accessible to all. For that aspect of it, we got a grant from the borough of NDG through our local councillor, Christian Arsenault. And also with the larger part of the property, we reached out to the Anglican Foundation of Canada. Since we had, over the last several years, have had to take down several of the aging trees on the property, we decided to do a little reforestation, and not just any trees, but to plant fruit trees to create a sort of edible landscape. Again, with the idea that anyone, if we have apple trees or plum trees, anyone could come by and pick the fruit. The lawn has always been a gathering place for the community. People come to exercise their dogs, have picnics. So it's really a great place for the community, and to be more intentional about our inviting people in, seeing what we have to offer, and hopefully making an impression on them. We have a lot of people in the neighborhood are discovering it and coming by, and some people come just to check out, see what's growing. And one thing I really like about the garden is coming out here, and we have a rotation of 7 of us who each have a day of the week to come and water the garden if it doesn't rain. And when I'm out here, I water on Sundays after the church service. And very often when I'm out here, talk to people who are coming by and tell them a bit about what we're doing and why we're doing it. That this is our way of giving back to the community. It's our way of showing that we care for the environment and caring for our neighbors. And also teaching about gardening. Someone came by when I was spreading mulch in the pollinator garden and asked what it was for. And I explained to them about using the mulch to retain moisture in the soil so that we don't have to water it as frequently, and thereby conserving water. And many people have never done any gardening. They just go to the market to get all their fruits and vegetables. And so there's an educational component about it too. Also,
use it as an opportunity to add a theological component on how for us, it's a mark of care for neighbor, care for the environment, and reaching out to people because the gospel commands us to. And so it's in a way, it's a little bit of very softcore evangelism in sharing good news with people in a non-threatening way.